Jai Gurudev, Pope John Paul VII promoted icons and artwork. How does beauty serve as spiritual awakening? Jai Gurudev, Art of Living. In Art of Living, Gurudev says beauty is the silent voice of the divine. John the Seventh knew art as sadhana. Rangoli, mandalas, and sacred geometry are visual mantras. In Art of Living, even seva is done beautifully because outer beauty reflects inner refinement. How was an Alankacharya or papal space? He was an Alankacharya. Agni uses symmetrical arrangement of samidas, pujas, use color, sound, rhythm. John the Seventh elevated faith through form. Icons weren't idols, they were doorways to formlessness. His papacy was a temple of aesthetics. Pope the Sicinius served only 20 days but acted quickly to repair walls and help the poor. Can intense brief service change destinies? Gurudev reminds us it's not the length of action but the intention behind it that shifts karma. Sicinius used the short time like a firework of service. In Art of Living, even one breath of Sudarshan Kriya with full awareness heals lifetimes. He lived Nishkam Karma, swift action, zero attachment. Even Agni Karyam done once with devotion purifies subtle bodies. Sicinius repaired walls, a symbolic restoration of broken hopes. His legacy is proof duration doesn't define dharma, depth does. Pope Constantine was the last pope to visit Constantinople and he brought reconciliation. How does physical travel become spiritual diplomacy? Gurudev says, when your presence is peace, your walk becomes a pilgrimage. Constantine's journey was more than political, it was vibration. Every step with awareness is a yatra. In Art of Living, we do sadhana to prepare the inner landscape, so wherever we go, we bring light. He was a Tirtha Purusha, his movement purified conflict. Trikal Sandhya, when done during travel, keeps one grounded in cosmic rhythm. Constantine's reconciliation was spiritual. A true karma yogi in motion, his visit turned hostility into harmony. Pope Gregory II opposed the empress's iconoclasm and strengthened missionary efforts. How can courage and devotion coexist? Gurudev says a soft heart and a strong spine. That's true leadership. Gregory II stood his ground without aggression. Sudarshan Kriya builds his resilience. He honored the sacred icons, rituals, missionaries with unshakable devotion and fearless love. He is like Rishi Vishwamitra, fierce for dharma yet full of bhakti. Upanayana initiates this very quality, courage rooted in reverence. His opposition wasn't rebellion, it was abhyasa or spiritual discipline. Gregory's icon defense was a yajna of the heart. Jai Gurudev, Gregory III convened a synod to defend the veneration of icons and built many churches. How do sacred spaces and collective spiritual decisions uplift society? Gurudev says wherever the mind becomes still, that place becomes sacred. Gregory II knew that temples aren't just buildings, they are resonating centers. In Art of Living, we hold satsangs and courses in such places to radiate peace. Collective decisions, when based in silence and clarity, echo divine will. He was a Kshetrapala, guardian of sacred geography. Agni-Karyam turns space into sanctity. Yagyas consecrate locations with Vedic sound. Gregory's synod was a modern-day parishad, a sacred council aligned with higher dharma. Through temples, he restored the cosmic rhythm in the social order. Pope Zachary deposed a corrupt king and promoted peace and literacy. How does spiritual leadership transform politics and education? Gurudev says spirituality gives you the strength to stand for what is right peacefully. Zacchaeus' act was not rebellion but dharma in action. Through Sudarshan Kriya, we develop the inner clarity and courage to lead with compassion. He uplifted education like we do through Art of Living's school worldwide. Zachary followed the example of Chanakya, removing dharma to restore dharma. Uparanam is not just a ritual, it initiates one into right knowledge and responsibility. By nurturing peace and literacy, Zachary established a Vidya Dharma Rajya, a kingdom led by wisdom.